man. This is what 15 years of sitting outside in the elements. That's crazy. This place is nuts. So this one's waiting restoration in as well then, or?
Yeah, that has to be done. It's going to get a full job.
This car, you've had this since you were 17 years of age. Right, so this is what a full restoration looks like. You have to get in a job up the north now.
I'm here 10 minutes and that's fucking... I have to give me my PPS number and everything.
So we're going up to get parts up the country here, and we took a wrong turn, but we ended up talking to someone. The road's closed. Now we put up the sign for him. And then we're going back to where we came.
We're going home now, no parts.
Yeah. It's an SSR Mark III there. There's like a front wheel drive. What a door stopper. What a door stopper. They're them mad Mark IIs they brought out years later that didn't really do too well. That's the best door stopper. Here's a little graveyard, very windy, so. Amazing. Holy fuck, look at this. Jeez. Look at that. Oh my god. That's fucking insane, man. Wow. Is this line here then? Is it here like. Must be 15 years. This is what 15 years of sitting outside in the elements. That's crazy.
Yeah, for like someone wanted it for an ornament.
Yeah. So we're 4 or 5 hours away from home, trying to find a brown windscreen. Dickie has a collection of brown glass here. It's mad what's just up the side of somebody's shed somewhere. It's the most unexpected thing ever. We're just surrounded by loads of glass. For 86s. And it's windy.
Do you say you're looking for a Japanese windscreen?
Yeah. Oh look.
There's a Japanese windscreen.
Just in from Japan.
Look, they imported that windscreen.
From Japan. So is this one, look.
Right.
Services Japan. These never even saw
I
the road.
thought it said something about certified beef.
Port of Yokohama. So we've driven about 4.5 hours from our shed to go to another very, very nice shed setup. But I came up to buy a brown windscreen for my 86 because I'm obviously getting really close to finishing it, and I bought the wrong windscreen. So I've called up to Decky, and Decky hates me on camera, but he's warming up to the idea of me just having a quick look around because this place is nuts. I would say that he's one of the only people in the world that just spends his time restoring 86s. He doesn't do anything else. He just restores 86s. So considering that our channel is pretty 86 based, I thought it'd be nice to just poke around just for like 20 minutes. I don't want to take up too much of his time and just like look at some of this stuff. So we started talking about this, which is a car he's currently restoring, and yeah, I just think it's really interesting, all the misery that people have gone through and then people will have to go through in the future if you want to save these cars. You said you're working on this.
Yeah, this
6 months.
Well, up on 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they kind of drag on a long time, but.
And you were saying, yeah. So now you're doing this side. So it's on a spit. This is an original UK sold car, but you're doing like inner and outer, like fucking skins under the.
New inners here.
That's a cut then off another car. And that's a new panel.
These are the new panels.
Okay, so it's nice that all this stuff is coming on the market because you more than anybody are like probably praising every like look at this. So this is actually what cut out of here, and you can just see the crust and they're like that's in here and that. It's absolutely bananas. Were they like the old?
That was the old cell, like, but it was all cut
Oh yeah.
shit, you know.
That's mad. And like you were also saying there's no time limit on the restorations you do, so like
Not really. You jump on and off different cars at times.
when you get fed up of working on something, yeah.
You could maybe be at this couple of weeks and fry your head and you want to go and work at some other car.
Like even some of the stuff you're doing, like some of the stuff you can't actually like buy, so you're making a lot of stuff from scratch as well.
That'll need made the whole way around.
Oh man.
Like
Yeah. It's just incredible. How many years have you been doing this? Like
supposed to go up in 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
More maybe.
Yeah.
I've always been around them from as young. So.
And you've like before we leave, we'll show you his first 86, which he still has, which is in there since he's like 17. But I couldn't come up here without just having a quick poke around stuff. It's quite windy out, so you'll probably hear it. But
See that? Flip it down here.
what do you think, Evan? It's very handy having a proper spit. Oh yeah, that's amazing, man. Like, you were the first person I've seen, like I was saying, that is doing this for a living. I think you're one of the only people I know in the entire world. Yeah. I actually could probably say it now, like there's probably someone else out there, but you're the only person I know in the world that's doing this and absolutely nothing else. Like, this is all you're doing is restoring 86s. Full restoration, like every single thing as well though, like nuts, bolts, like when your cars are finished, they look brand new, like they're complete, like as close.
You try to do them as good a standard as you can, like as possible, like, because you have to remember you're working with stuff that isn't great either.
No, because like when Toyota made these, like they didn't think we'd be doing this with them. Like they were just shite, like cheap metal, cheap, like it's just.
Yeah, but even all interior wise, everything gets wrecked and blooms, everything gets messed about with throughout the years. Because
they were like, once upon a time they were £1,500, like, you know, they were.
Really thought of at a time, like, you know, that's why. But now everything is a value.
Yeah,
like bolt is needed.
Like these cars went from like being about £1,500 to like £50 grand.
Yeah.
What was like the most expensive one I think that sold now probably in Ireland was probably like 50 or 60 grand, I'd say. Yeah.
There was a red and black one that made that.
Yeah,
think, you know?
And that was sterling, was it, or was it in? Yeah. Oh man. But like this stuff, I didn't even go this far because by the time the quarters came out, I was already after finishing a lot of this work. But like you get stuck into, because this is replaced, is it?
That's new.
Yeah, new. And you'll have to do the same on the other side, will you?
Yeah. You don't always have that option. They're very hard to get the inners there.
Wow. Because like you're saying, you have to cut up a good car to like.
You have to cut a good car to get the good inner, like, which it's not always available.
To me, that's terrifying to look at. But like, this is the norm for you, like.
Yeah, well, if you couldn't repair it, you're better at repairing it. I would always try to repair it, but if they're too far gone, you have to put a cut in.
How many cars do you think you've restored now? Like,
haven't a clue.
You've done a load though, haven't you? Because they take about a year to do. Yeah. Like you are in and out of a full process with someone, maybe a year or even over a year sometimes. Like you're saying.
Because you're always working between, like there's that. And
you're
sort of jumping between different cars. Like.
And like what's bananas is like people just have to trust you, because once it's like with my car, I thought my car would be done in less than a year and I'm doing it 6 years. Obviously not full time, but like I never expected the amount of work that is, you know, you start looking, if there's a bit of rust here, it's probably 3 times the size on the other side. Like
when that car was full complete, you couldn't see anything, you didn't know the work involved.
Yeah.
Same as some of them, like didn't look that bad, and then you start to strip them and you're like,
like, so this, you sand everything back to bare metal and take off all the sealer stuff, then it goes for blasting, then it gets epoxy, then it comes back, and then the welding is done on it again.
I usually blast them with the quarters off.
Yeah.
And then you paint all in around there and then put your quarter on.
Yeah,
after.
savage.
Any wee bits of welding that's done after blasting, just do it. Like,
yeah. It's funny how far these have come now, obviously in Ireland especially, because he's such a big following for him. I think you're definitely ahead of the curve, but it's very hard, it's very impressive that you can actually make a living out of it, because I know from experience, even just from what I'm doing, is like, it's very hard to price this stuff and people don't realise how expensive it is to restore a car. Like,
it always tends to run into more than what you expect.
Yeah, I think people lose their life when they realise just how much effort it takes to do this.
Like them ones there, even, you know, they're still... The M2's similar, they're both fairly big enough jobs.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, the pockets are on that one.
Are they bad? Well, they don't exist. It's de-pocketed, but man, that's like...
But then you see that like that over there, your new inner pocket
yeah.
You can get now, so you'll be able to...
This is...
Yeah.
So this is obviously then, this is a UK car, yeah. Yeah, okay, so it's just years and years of like... Oh man. I love how this doesn't scare you though at all. It's like...
If there was any of us now, we just had a heart attack.
But I thought my car was going to be like this, but it actually wasn't as... But it could be actually if I took off the quarters and stuff. But like, what are you going to have to do here then? Are you going to have to try find a cleaner inner? Are you going to have to build that from scratch?
Ideally, if I could get an inner, it would be easier. Like, it's just that many shapes and stuff. It is hard to make, you know.
Wow, man.
It can be done, but...
Is that a bit of like...
There's There's a lot of work. If you can find an inner, it's easier to put the
Yeah.
inner in.
So do you just try cut out as much stuff as possible to see what you're left with then, like, and then, yeah, then tell the person, like, hey, there it is now, like, this is what we're in for, like, you know, because you don't even know what you...
Full car now, look, it's sort of...
There's really not a whole lot of the car left for this yoke, like, it's... Oh, man. Yeah, look at the classic spots. And then you have to spend all your time then fixing other people's stuff over the years.
It's
And
harder to work over the top of that
Yeah.
car, actually, at times, you know. You get one that hasn't been welded before, it's
yeah, it's usually better. But this, yeah, so this wasn't a Japanese import. This would have been probably a UK sold car that was brought over then or whatever. So like it's a lot rustier probably, like, you know, from years and years of it just being abused and driven and, you know, and patched up. Because again, like these were like, they were like £1,500 back in the day, so they were super cheap and cheerful. Like, and now you're, yeah. And is this then? So is this further down the road of? Is that like a fully painted shell then, or is?
No, that has to be done, but it's...
Oh really?
Yeah, it's not just too bad now. If they were all together, it'd be easier maybe. So,
Wow. So this, because I would this thing looks mint.
yeah.
Oh right, I see. Same spots as all of them. Fucking.
No, it's to get the full list.
Yeah, full. See roof skin trimmed. So this place, will we say it now? It is a one-stop shop. Like you do everything. So like the painting happens in there. This is like the messy room. Where is this where you do all the
dirty work?
all the dirty work, and then that's completely separated from the clean room, which is in there, which is the assembly room. So like. You live like pretty much here. So you could work down here forever. Like you could just do crazy hours and.
Plenty to do that now, so there is. It's handy.
It's fucking.
On that, but
Fuck man. How do you even set hours to it? Do you just come down and know what you're doing then, or do you just come down and have a look and?
you know what you're doing.
Like at the moment? Is it this thing or is it like?
Mostly this here. At the minute now, like I want to just keep working away at that there till I get the shell all ready, like, and then that'll be that end of it done.
Yeah.
To get it at a certain point, so it can go for blasting and move on from that. Then.
What's the idea with the two shells up there? Are they just spares for you, or are they like?
Spares, yeah. Just took that out of Japan one time and it was a full car and sold it till I get, and then ended up just buying it back off. He stripped it.
Yeah, it's cool on the shelf. It's a nice display piece. And then the other shell is probably, it looks like a Japanese shell as well. Then like it's
Pretty good as well. It's
Yeah.
just the quarters dropping, like, but it's not a big thing, you know.
Yeah.
It just needs the quarters.
I see just quarter boxes everywhere. So all these new parts that are getting released, it's funny because you are the guy that's probably praising every new product that's been made. Like, I mean, stuff like these new sills and stuff must be a godsend. Like,
They're coming in, they're good. Like, if they could make these, they'll be even better.
yeah. And like, do you get all the nuts and bolts then all done? And you know, it's like do you send them off to get them all zinc coated and like you try and refresh as much stuff as you can, like.
Every nut and bolt has to be redone. Every washer, every screw, right to the last.
Unbelievable. For such a small island, I think it's so interesting that, like, I mean, the actual entire country is fucking tiny, and like I would think that we're one of the most like 86 obsessed countries in the world. Like for you to be able to do this, I've been to like loads of shops in Japan, and like none of them can do full-time restoration on an 86. So I think it's very impressive that like.
You need to have the patience.
Yeah, I don't know how you have the patience, man. I mean, after me doing this for 6 years, like, I don't think I'd want to do another one, but like, you do one to this level and then jump into the next one, and then the next one. Yeah.
That's hard enough now, but I'm used to it now.
Yeah. So this is the clean room out here. This is where things are not messy. So this one's waiting restoration in as well then, or?
Yeah, that has to be done. It's going to get a full job done up
Yeah.
there, so it is.
Mad. And then,
Trueno, like,
yeah, it's staying, is it? Yeah, because I seen you done was that the first Japanese one that you've done back to Japanese specification, or?
graphite one.
Yeah.
That was last year.
That was beautiful.
That was one of the first. I actually enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, I was delighted to see that as well, like, because like obviously in Ireland we prefer the UK spec style a lot more. So mostly the lads that are going to spend the big money will be building their cars back to this spec. So, but it's rare to see lads in Ireland wanting to do the Japanese style. So it's kind of cool that more people are willing to spend the money. So this car, you've had this since you were 17 years of age.
Yeah, that was the first twin cam, so it was. That was the first one I ever had.
So the first one you've ever owned.
Yeah.
Was it your first car, or was it?
First road car, yeah.
First road car.
Passed the test.
And you still have it.
Yeah.
So this sat in the corner for years and years.
Sat about and was stripped one time, and there's kind of bits of it here, there, and everywhere,
Yeah.
and finally got back at it. And
Did you get it done for your wedding, or was it?
yeah, that was finished for the wedding.
That's
Yeah,
mad.
it was, so
Man, can we just?
the wedding car.
This is incredible, right? So this is what a full restoration looks like. Every single nut and bolt is brand new or like refreshed. Every single thing in here is just completely immaculate. Like I don't think it's incredible. Like. But that's the question I was asking, and does it nearly ruin the cars for you almost, because it's like,
For some people it would, like they're afraid of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No.
I'd still like to use it an odd bit, you
Yeah.
know, but I'm not going to take
Yeah.
it out in all the bad, shitty weather.
like this kind of weather in the middle of December, like yeah.
In December it wouldn't be, but you'd sort of pick and choose your
Yeah,
days you'd have it
yeah.
out.
I can't believe so. Like, even all the stuff that people do, like redoing all the old stickers and everything. Like like they were all remanufactured and put back onto the car, and like, oh man, it's absolutely.
You get every wee detail.
Yeah, but it's so hard. Like, but this is the closest anyone will ever see to a brand new 86. Was
Like that
yeah,
the whole way, like all
yeah, everything.
underneath, you know.
Like,
you can see in under and that, but
Wherever you tried to get like brand new bumpers, brand new corner lamps, everything that you could get your hands on, like.
But I had a lot of stuff gathered for that.
Yeah,
car
just
when
over
it
the
was
years.
When it was available to buy, you know, reasonable money. Like.
Because a lot of the stuff it actually isn't available anymore.
No, like the bumpers and all that.
Yeah.
You can't get that now.
No, it's so cool.
Probably the bumper at the time I was buying, I think they were
Yeah.
£100, you know.
Now they're like 1,500 quid or something, probably even more. But it's so cool that this is your first car, like, and you managed to get it back to like just a shiny.
It's nice to see it now.
It
so
must be so inspiring though, like.
back on pictures
Yeah.
from way back then.
So like, this is an original sold UK car, and we got them in the nice black, and the interior is just unbelievable. I'm terrified of touching your car, but look at that. Everything is brand new or like refreshed. You were saying though, a lot of stuff in here is actually original enough as well, because the car was in.
Most of the interior's kind of original.
It was in good shape.
Some of it was tidied up in bits and places.
Yeah.
But most of it is all its own interior.
Wow, so good, man. It's incredible. It's just, it looks like it even smells like a brand new car. Like then you won an award at 86 Fest, best UK spec. It's phenomenal. Even all the stuff that gets really, really like, you know, scuffed and stuff is just in really good condition. It's unbelievable. Even the rubbers and stuff, like, did you buy them new, or are they just like, or they just clean them
All
up?
that stuff's all cleaned up. So it is.
Wow.
Patience, cleaning.
Yeah, I've been trying to really scrub my stuff, but like, yeah, some of the stuff is just like, some stuff you just can't get anymore, so it's.
A lot of that there, it takes a long time cleaning everything up. Like that's
I've just learned over the last few hours that you just have the patience.
patience. That's the number one thing that you would need to have with this.
Is it okay just to pull the? It's just gorgeous. Don't want to scuff the painter, and I know how black is, but look at that. It's fucking beautiful, man. It does look brand new though. Like, it must be nice to sit back and just admire.
It is nice. It's nice to have it finished now.
So you have the red and over black, a good oil as well. Like you have that. So you bought that and took this off the road, was it? And
That there, and then I bought that, and that got parked up, and then sort of drive the red car more
Yeah.
now than-
so this is kind of the one for driving, and this one has kind of been. It still gets driven, but it's like the prized possession, like the more, you know,
Yeah.
retired almost from hard driving car.
Fuel car.
Yeah.
There'd be no real too much hard driving in it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but
Will you tell people how much you paid for it back in the day? What was it like?
4,000, so it was.
Yeah, that was back in 2006 probably, I'd say, was it, or something? So we're the same age, so it would have been
And it was big enough
60.
money at the time. Like it was dear at
Yeah.
the time. Dearish.
And like now, man, it's. I guess we never thought it would come to this, like, you know.
Back then, I definitely never thought it would come to what it is now.
Aren't you happy that you got to enjoy, like, even some of the stories you were telling me earlier, like, you got to really enjoy these cars.
Oh, no,
You
I
ended up on the news and everything.
Definitely enjoyed that car. Plenty of good memories in it. So there was.
Did you end up, what was it, on RT News?
Time.
That's unbelievable, at a cruise.
Claim to fame.
That's amazing, man. That's phenomenal, honestly. To see it, like, I don't think I've actually ever even seen one that detailed up close yet that's like fully done. Every single nut and bolt, everything is so clean. And for the stuff then you couldn't find, you just cleaned it. And by just cleaning it, it's like just...
Cleaning up everything, you know. And most of all that is all for only thing really like new in there is your bottles.
Really? So everything else is just refreshed with patience.
Yeah, well the lights and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that's new, like, but all this is all,
Yeah.
you know, all that's all
Wow.
original. Like.
What do you do for that then? Is it vapor blasted or is it like,
It's all vapor blasted. Fuck, man. And all the bolts is done, like all that there.
Yeah.
It's all, they're all still original and stuff.
Unbelievable.
Going home and just stripping my car.
I know, yeah, and you're the person that absolutely loves, you know, like, so this must be blowing the head off you.
Just have to ruin my day now.
I'm happy because the way I'm going is more Japanese style, but this is, I aim for your spec, like because I'm not trying to blow smoke up your arse, but I think you set the bar for like, I don't know, man, like, because like some of the cars that you've put out, and you know, like no part of this has, like, you've gone at everything. Either you're just completely insane or
Maybe something.
but I'm happy that like you have a bar, so it's like this is the bar, like this.
You always try to better them as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Do you think you've reached your peak of like?
I'd like to think, you know, I don't know what more you would do to better it.
Yeah, true. I think, to me, looking at this, it looks like we're in a dealership looking at a brand new 86. So everything, man, even the fucking hooks and everything is just like restored and refreshed. Like, it's just insane, amazing. What's the story with the other two cars and on the
Nothing was
a rally car?
a long time. That was the rally car. Me and a friend of mine is it there with,
Yeah.
with a rally and it. So
Savage.
What made you choose which wing cam for a rally car?
You definitely have the bug as bad as that. Like you. 86 rally car, first car is an 86, restored it. Had to buy another 86 because you didn't, you know, as the spare. You have a booer for a track car, do you, as well? You have then you have this for rallying. And then is that a customer car up on the top then, or is it?
That's just one I had sort of had it a long time. It was kind of a really good car.
Yeah.
It mightn't look like it, but I'd held on to it just because it was clean, you know. So.
What's the plan for that eventually? No plan, just.
No plan as yet.
Man, this is just mad how much stuff you have, honestly. It's incredible. Savage. What's in this then? Is it 20 valve or is it like a.
16 valve.
Cool.
So the 16 valve on.
We have a cheeky little look. I'm very curious. I love a good rally engine bay. You know what's really cool as well? You have each extreme. Because you have a Japanese one, you have your UK spec, you've got a rally car. Yeah, that's fucking so cool. Must be good crack.
Yeah.
Is that dry sump?
Yeah.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Ah, Jesus, what's this now?
That wasn't my job. This car was bottling and I'm not taking the credit for that. But it works.
Yeah. Hey, look, there has to be one that you buy that you don't have to build, like, you know, that you can enjoy. That's beautiful. So, like, yeah, do you like any other cars aside from 86s?
85.
Think so.
No.
85.
Yeah.
85.
Unbelievable. This is incredible. Like, what an amazing. And then, like, there's all parts and everything then to have in storage, and like you try to have literally everything you need to do stuff.
That's like if you're stripping a car for building, all the parts have to go on the rack, you know.
Yeah, how do you keep track of everything for each car? And do they get their own rack or
No, every car
has its own shelf?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering that part.
Mix, you can't
Yeah, because when you take a car apart, the amount of space it takes up, like,
takes
is.
up a lot of space. Like you could fill a couple of racks easy.
Yeah.
So you would.
Right, I'm up here to buy a windscreen because I need one for my car, so I'm pretty happy that Decky wanted to be on camera. I know Irish people don't like being on camera. Nobody really likes being on camera, like when you put the camera on them. So I hope you enjoyed all of this because it's incredible. Are you having fun? We haven't seen each other in a while. It's great. This is we just nailed it. But yeah, we just went to Decky Hall. What a legend. I mean, you have to be crazy to restore cars like that, but it's so inspiring to see that that's what he does for a living. We got a windscreen. Brilliant.